Hey everybody, it's been a while. John Henderson here, the Beer Ramble. Once again, another beer edition today. We're looking at Lily Flagg Milk Stout, part straight to ale, based out of Huntsville, Alabama, a milk stout style. Gets an okay score on Beer Advocate, as well as Rate Beer. Look at that mud pour. Straight to, straight to ale. Of course, stouts are not something I do enjoy a lot of. Usually around this time of year, as it's a little chilly on this February day. Um, Usually is the perfect time to have them, in my opinion, is during the winter months and the cold months, but people love to have them year round. Anyway, see, nice little head up top in this glass. Not bad. Some coffee, more chocolate than coffee I'm smelling out of this. See, the head is practically about gone right now, but more coffee scent. This is now part of their year. For whatever reason, Straight to Ale has recently, I guess, changed some things. This is now a year-round beer. They have other beers out there. There's two others. They have the Space Monkey and an IPA, and then they have something like a double, not double, DOUBLE, but double, DUBBLE, called Brother Joseph. Um, and those two I haven't tried yet. I remember there was another a Kolash, I think it was, kind of similar to the Ballast Point California Kolash style, Kolsch, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. They had that, and that beer was very foamy. I mean, it was one of their signature beers, but now I guess it's not part of their line. It was maybe part of their, I guess, their seasonals, I guess. But Yeah, it smells pretty good, guys. Part of one of their seasonals that they have. So anyway, down the hatch. It has a semi-sweetness to this beer. It does little has complexity of flavor similarly to the Guinness Extra Stout, but this has a little more bitter. I mean, not bitter in a negative way, but the bitter finish going down. It's like bitter chocolate, bitter semi-sweet chocolate in this. Again, the scent of coffee is in this already, but I'm saying bad for the style. Not bad. I mean, it's a good stout. I'm gonna say the great stout, but it's a good stout. As I mentioned, straight to ale in Huntsville. Uh, he ain't heavy. Hefeweizen. That's another popular beverage they put out. Beer, Hefeweizen style beer. But I mean, they've done some good stuff. Again, they had something else that was out a couple of years ago that I tried. I thought was all right. But of their beers, again, good reputation. the company. But most of their stuff outside of besides that call-off that they did, most of their beers I really don't find that appealing at all. I mean, they're okay, but I'm gonna say appealing. That said, I want to run and get out. But like them, straight to ale. Alabama's really starting to get a good name for itself as beers. If you've seen all my other reviews I've done, I know I'm being repetitive, but the state is really getting a good name, reputation of what they do. As I mentioned, all the list of breweries, Fairhope across the bay, good people, Back 40, um, Avondale, Band of Brothers. Um, now you got this coffee shop that just opened up. This coffee shop, Serta or Soretta. Again, if I mispronounce it, tell me. Just opened up a brewery in downtown Mobile not too long ago. They were pretty packed last night. I was at a parade and for Mardi Gras, and it was had a good crowd out there. And I've been there just twice now, and um, tend to get this amber that they put out, which is quite good. $6, but whatever. Pay for the supplies and whatnot. So I had that. But Blue, of course, another one that's also at the old Crystal Ice Palace facility in downtown Mobile. Now it's made into a brewery, and their IPA I haven't had their two other beers yet, but their IPA is quite enjoyable. So Alabama, again, we're getting good name, good press, good feedback on what the beers we put out here, and we're getting well known. Not just obviously within the state, but those outside, not just in our neighboring states, but even further, whether it be in the Midwest, for the I-65 North Corridor, going up 85, from through Montgomery onto, Georgia and then the Carolinas, Mississippi through I-10, going to Mississippi and Louisiana. So where we're getting, or into Florida, westbound or eastbound, we're getting a good reputation, getting a good name for ourselves, which is good. And when that's good, always support local. So, as I said, stouts I do enjoy. Um, Stouts I would think, would be better with a little warmer, more refrigerated temperature instead of cold. Maybe take it out, maybe leave it on the counter for maybe a good, maybe 5 minutes, maybe 10, just to let it warm up. I think that's the best way to have stouts. You don't want them too cold. Um, just at good room temperature enough that it's a bit chilled, but it's warms up. So yeah, and there's some complexities, similarities to the Guinness Extra Stout, but this is enjoyable. I say Guinness Extra Stout, I'm kind of biased towards. I think that it is the godfather of all stouts, and the fact that now it's being back brewed and being sent in Ireland now has kind of. I mean, they had contract brew, with different breweries here in the states, but the fact that now they're exclusively brewing it in Ireland now is an A plus for fans who like Guinness Extra Stout. The foreign extra stout also, that's enjoyable too. A little sweetness to it, and that's I think about 6.5%, I believe. So anyway, very enjoyable, easy, yeah, so, you know, but ain't horrible. So I won't go on. I'm gonna give this a B plus for me. So I think that's about fair for a milk stout, in my opinion. But what's your opinion on this one? Lily Flagg Milk Stout B plus, so that'd be an 8 point. That'd be a B. Excuse me. That'd be an 8. So leave your thoughts and statements, comments on the bottom. John Anderson, Pierre the Beer Rambleton. Keep on watching as always. Cheers. Milk Stout. Milk Stout.